Hey everyone, welcome. Your go-to source for all the juicy, behind-the-scenes drama from your favorite reality stars. Today, we have an absolute bombshell story that's been bubbling under the radar for months. It's about Klein. You know him as the charming young star from The Little Couple and his secret romance with Emma, a wonderful woman all the way from Australia. For the past 2 years, these two have been dating behind the scenes, keeping their love story under wraps. But now the secret's out. They're engaged. They're set to tie the knot on January 15, 2026. And to top it all off, Klein's parents have gifted a new car to Klein and his future wife. Before we jump in, a little background for context. The Little Couple ran for 14 seasons on TLC, following Jen and Bill, both little people, as they navigated marriage, careers, and adopting their kids, Will from China and Zoey from India. Will, now in his early 20s, has grown into a confident young man with his own dreams. He's dealt with achondroplasia, just like his parents, but he's never let it hold him back. From family vacations to school adventures, we've watched him blossom. But what happens when the cameras stop rolling? That's where our story begins. Our tale starts about 2 years ago, back in 2023. Will was fresh out of high school, attending community college in Houston, Texas, where the Klein family calls home. He was majoring in business, inspired by his dad's entrepreneurial spirit. Bill owns a pet store chain, and Jen's a neonatologist, so ambition runs in the family. But Will wanted something more personal, independence and love. Enter Emma Thompson. She's a 22-year-old graphic design student from a nearby suburb, with no ties to the spotlight. Emma's your typical girl next door, long wavy brown hair, bright green eyes, an infectious laugh, and a passion for art and animals. She's average height, about 5'4", which might raise eyebrows in the little person community. But love doesn't care about that, right? They met at a local animal shelter where Will was volunteering. Remember how the Kleins are huge animal lovers? They got dogs, cats, the works. Will was there walking rescue pups, and Emma was interning as a photographer for their adoption profiles. It's a sunny Saturday afternoon. Will's struggling to wrangle a hyper golden retriever puppy named Max. The pup's pulling him every which way, and Will's laughing, trying to keep up. Emma spots him from across the yard, snaps a candid photo for the shelter's social media, and walks over. "Hey, you look like you could use a hand," she says, kneeling down to pet Max. Will looks up, flashes that signature Klein grin, and replies, "Only if you promise not to post that embarrassing pic." They hit it off instantly, talking about their favorite breeds, sharing stories about family pets. By the end of the day, they'd exchanged numbers under the guise of coordinating volunteer shifts. But folks, this wasn't just a friendly chat. Sparks flew. Will later confided to a close friend that Emma's kindness and zero judgment about his height made him feel seen. Not as the kid from TV, but as just Will. Emma, on her end, was drawn to his humor and resilience. She grew up watching The Little Couple reruns with her mom, but she played it cool, not fangirling at all. Their first texts were innocent. Memes about dogs, recommendations for Houston coffee spots. But within weeks, it escalated to late-night calls, sharing dreams about the future. Will's parents, Jen and Bill, had no idea at first. They were busy with their own lives, Jen battling health issues like her hip surgeries, Bill expanding his business. Zoey, Will's little sister, was still in high school, focused on her own world. Will kept Emma a secret because, let's face it, growing up in the public eye makes you cautious. He didn't want paparazzi ruining something pure. But secrets have a way of bubbling up. Before we get to the romance, let's talk about why this feels so real. Sources close to the family have whispered about Will's private life for years. He's always been the good kid. But everyone deserves love. Now, onto the juicy part. Fast forward to summer 2024, Will and Emma had been texting and calling for months. But they wanted to meet in person, away from prying eyes. Will's family home is huge, but with parents and a sister around, privacy is tough. So they planned their first room date. A cozy, intimate hangout in Will's bedroom suite. Yeah, you heard that right. Room date. It's not as scandalous as it sounds. Think Netflix and chill, but with genuine connection. Will's room is a guy's paradise. Posters of his favorite sports teams, shelves of books on business and adventure, and a massive TV for binge watching. He tidied up, ordered takeout from their favorite Thai spot, pad Thai for her, spicy basil chicken for him, and set up fairy lights for ambience. Emma snuck over after dark, parking a block away to avoid neighbors spotting her car. When she arrived, Will greeted her at the side door, heart pounding. "You made it," he whispered, leading her upstairs. They settled on his bed with pillows propped up, starting with a movie, The Greatest Showman, because it's about overcoming differences, which resonated with them. Halfway through, the conversation turned deep. Emma opened up about her insecurities. "I worry I'm too ordinary for someone like you, with your family's fame." Will shook his head, taking her hand. "Emma, you're extraordinary to me. Fame? That's just noise. This us is real." That night, they shared their first kiss. Soft, tentative at first, then passionate. Will's hands trembled as he cupped her face, and Emma melted into him. They talked until 3 a.m. about dreams of traveling, starting a family one day, and how they'd handle the height difference in everyday life. "We'll make it work," Will said. "My parents did." Emma smiled. "I know we will." These room dates became their ritual. Every Friday night, Emma would come over when Jen and Bill were out, maybe at a charity event or dinner with friends. They'd cook simple meals in the kitchen, play board games, and yes, things got steamy. But it was more than physical. It was emotional. Will shared stories from his childhood on the show. The fun parts, like family trips to Disney, and the tough ones, like surgeries and bullying. Emma listened, offering support without pity. One memorable date, Halloween 2024. They dressed up in his room. Will as a pirate captain, Emma as a mermaid. They carved pumpkins, watched horror movies, and danced to old-school tunes. "You're my treasure," Will joked, pulling her close. Emma laughed, "And you're my anchor." But secrecy added thrill and stress. Will dodged questions from Zoey, who noticed his glowing mood. "Bro, who's the girl?" she teased. Will would shrug, "Just happy, sis." By Christmas, they were inseparable in private. Will gifted Emma a custom necklace with a tiny dog charm. Emma gave him a sketchbook filled with drawings of their future adventures. But the world outside? Clueless. Until things escalated. By early 2025, Will couldn't hide it anymore. He confided in his parents over a family dinner. Jen and Bill were in the kitchen, prepping lasagna, Jen's famous recipe. Zoey was at a sleepover. Will cleared his throat. "Mom, Dad, I need to talk." They sat down concerned. "I've been seeing someone. Her name's Emma. She's amazing, kind, funny, supports me fully." Jen teared up immediately. "Oh, honey, that's wonderful. Why keep it secret?" Will explained the fame factor. Bill nodded. "We get it, son. We hid our early dates too." They insisted on meeting her. The next week, Emma came for dinner, nervous as heck. She brought flowers for Jen and a bottle of Bill's favorite wine. The evening was magic. Jen bonded with Emma over medical talk. Bill grilled her lightly about intentions, and by dessert, they were family. Zoey met her soon after and adored her. "Finally, a sister-in-law vibe," she joked. With family approval, Will and Emma went public-ish. Not on social media, Will's low-key online, but to friends. They started outings, coffee runs, park walks, even a double date with one of Will's college buddies. Emma fit right in, handling stairs with grace. "People look because you're a star," she'd say. Will, "Nah, because you're stunning." But love deepened. Their room dates evolved, now official sleepovers with parental blessing. Intimacy grew. They explored each other's worlds physically and emotionally. Will loved Emma's curves, her softness contrasting his strength. Emma admired his confidence, his gentle touch. One night, Whispering in bed, Will said, I see forever with you. Emma? Me too. Little did they know, forever was coming faster than planned. Will and Emma had been together over a year, blissfully in love. They were careful, talking birth control, future plans, but life has surprises. Emma started feeling off, nausea, fatigue. At first, she blamed stress from finals, but a missed period prompted a test. Positive. She stared at the stick in her apartment bathroom, heart racing. Oh my God, she whispered. She told Will that night during a room date. He'd set up candles, romantic music. Emma arrived pale. We need to talk. Will's face fell, thinking breakup. But she handed him the test. We're having a baby. Will froze, then burst into tears, happy ones. A baby? Our baby. He hugged her tight. This is incredible. Scary, but incredible. They talked for hours. Emma, I'm terrified. I'm only 22. Will? We'll figure it out. My parents did young. DNA-wise, it was confirmed later via prenatal tests. 100% Will's, no doubts. The baby carried Will's genes, including potential achondroplasia, but they embraced it. Our kid will be perfect, Will said, telling the parents. Nerve-wracking. They gathered at the Klein home. Jen sensed something. Spill it. Will. Mom, Dad, Emma's pregnant. We're starting a family. Silence, then Jen hugged them. A grandbaby. We're thrilled. Bill. Proud of you, son. We'll support you. Zoe squealed. Auntie Zoe incoming. Emma's pregnancy progressed beautifully. Morning sickness hit hard, but Will was doting, bringing ginger tea, foot rubs. They attended ultrasounds together, hearing the heartbeat. That's our little one, Will beamed. Emma glowed, craving pickles and ice cream. They brainstormed names for a boy. Alexander girl, Lily Will's favorite flower. By summer 2025, Emma's bunk showed. They kept it low-key. No big announcements, but close circles knew. Will balance college, prepping for fatherhood. Emma paused studies for maternity leave. Their room dates turned nurturing. Will reading to the bump. Emma nesting with baby clothes. This is our miracle, she'd say. With a baby on the way, Will knew it was time. He proposed in July 2025 during a private picnic at a Houston park, their special spot. He packed Emma's favorites: sandwiches, fruit, sparkling cider. As sunset hit, he knelt. Emma, you've given me love. Now a family. Marry me. The ring. A simple diamond, engraved forever ours. Emma cried. Yes. Wedding planning kicked off. They set January 15, 2026. Post-baby, giving time to adjust. Theme: intimate, rustic elegance at a Texas venue. Guest list: family, close friends, no media circus. Jen helped with decor, whites and blues. Bill offered to walk Emma if needed. Zoe, bridesmaid duty. Emma's dress: flowy, empire waist for post-baby figure. Will's tux: custom fitted. Vows: personal, promising support through life's heights and lows. Honeymoon: cozy cabin getaway. But the biggest gift? Will's parents surprised them with a new house. In August 2025, over dinner, Jen and Bill presented keys. For you, Emma, and the baby. A starter home in our neighborhood minus 3 bedrooms, accessible design. Valued at $500,000 plus, fully furnished. We'll hug them. You guys, Emma. Thank you. This means everything. It's got a nursery, backyard for pets, room to grow. Flash forward to November 2025. Emma gives birth to a healthy baby girl, Lily Grace Klein. 6 syllables, with Will's eyes and Emma's smile. Achondroplasia? Yes, but thriving. Will cuts the cord, tears flowing. She's perfect. Post-birth, they settled into the new house. Jen babysits, Bill helps with setups. Wedding prep ramps up, rehearsals, cake tastings. January 15, 2026. The big day. Under twinkling lights, they exchange vows. I do. Reception. dancing, toasts, future, family adventures, maybe reviving the show for a new generation. This story shows love conquers all. Will and Emma, from secret dates to forever. What do you think? Comment below. More update. Will Klein from The Little Couple has recently shown signs of stress, often pacing and worrying, which raised concern among fans. Jen Arnold added to the tension by sharing a chilling update about Will and Zoey. Meanwhile, Will drew attention for making an inappropriate gesture at his first NFL game, sparking mixed reactions. At the same time, Bill Klein became emotional while reflecting on Will and Zoey, highlighting both the challenges and heartfelt moments their family is experiencing. I will explain everything. The Little Couple. Will stressed and pacing. What happened? Mom of the Little Couple, Jen Arnold, recently updated her numerous followers on her adolescent son, Will Klein, who is distressed. Why was Will the cause of his agitation then? Will Klein is about to embark on a challenging phase of his life as he becomes a teenager. This is a period of maturation, transformation, and growth. While that's generally a positive thing, it's also a period of great transition for Will, who is facing increased demands and duties as he matures. Jen Arnold recently uploaded a video of her son pacing the home in a state of extreme anxiety. If you looked at him closely, you could think he's sick. What then transpired to Will to cause him such anxiety? The recent Super Bowl in Las Vegas caused Will Klein tension and pacing. According to Jen Arnold, who spoke to fans of The Little Couple, Will Klein is a Chiefs fan. There were few goals scored in the game that went down to the final seconds. For the second time in Super Bowl history, the big game went into overtime. It was the Kansas City Chiefs that Will Klein was cheering for. Although they ultimately prevailed, the game was fraught with tension right up until the final buzzer. When the team you're supporting succeeds, it's hard not to feel good. When you finally reap the reward, all the trouble and worry was worthwhile. The payoff was substantial for Will Klein and all Kansas City Chiefs fans. The Chiefs won their third Super Bowl in as many years, and they did it back-to-back. Will Klein is savoring every moment of their newly established dynasty in Kansas City. Jen Arnold informed her viewers of The Little Couple that her whole family was supporting the Chiefs in this year's game. Though he was born and raised in New York, Bill Klein has lived in Florida, Texas, and most recently New England. It seems like the Chiefs' train has taken off. The team's success came from Patrick Mahomes and company, which was a blessing. Jen posted a photo of her family celebrating the Super Bowl together. Seemed like everyone was having a blast. And when that fun culminates in victory, it's even sweeter. Fans of The Little Couple love seeing how everything worked out in the end, even if Will Klein was stressed for most of the game. Jen Arnold shares chilling update with Will and Zoey. Following Jennifer Arnold's announcement that The Little Couple will not be renewing their popular TLC show, the family has mostly been living independently. The mother of two continues to keep her followers informed with frequent social media posts, despite the fact that many people still desire additional seasons to catch up with Jen Arnold, Bill Klein, Will Klein, and Zoey Klein. According to Jen's most recent updates, she recently shared a disturbing update with her children. Whoa, so spill the beans. Fans of Jennifer Arnold's frequent updates on The Little Couple know that the family leads a very different existence in Boston. They appear to have done a wonderful job adjusting to life in New England. Naturally, there is a huge climatic difference between Florida and Boston. However, the icy environment has been particularly beloved by the children. Bonus: Jen and Bill have enough money to last a lifetime, and that's before they even start filming fresh episodes of The Little Couple for TLC. On top of that, they are free to visit loved ones in Florida whenever their schedule permits. On the other hand, Jen just gave her kids a terrifying news. Many viewers were disappointed because they had hoped that a TLC camera team would be following the family as they adjusted to life in Boston. However, her followers can remain informed because Jen regularly updates them. As Jen has just reported, Zoey and Will are eagerly anticipating a snowy 2024 and just enjoyed a winter wonderland of their own. As far as Jen Arnold is concerned, her kids have been checking out the snow as of late, and the doting mother was there to capture every moment. Not only that, but even their furry little ones were involved. Fans of the little couple are going gaga over Jen's social media reel, which features both moving and still images. One of the things that viewers of the little couple who have been around for a while miss the most is seeing Will and Zoey's growth as a couple. So, if you haven't watched them in a long, or if you watched their final TLC episode in 2019, you should know that the sister and brother have grown up a lot in the past several years. Along with that, it's obvious they're smitten with their new Boston lifestyles, and their legions of followers are eagerly anticipating what the remainder of the year brings. Will Klein flashes inappropriate gesture, first NFL game. The head coach of Will Klein's school football squad is a huge football fan. Jen Arnold's social media recently featured some lovely photographs of the former child star of the little couple attending his first NFL game, but it appears she might be oblivious to the fact that he made an offensive hand gesture in one of the photos. The 13-year-old's rapid weight gain has shocked TLC viewers. He finally manages to overtake his mom and close the gap with Bill, his dad. Naturally, his smile is adored by fans. Since fans first saw the toddler on the little couple show, he has never stopped smiling. Having said that, adolescence isn't always easy. He has had some success in the classroom thus far, but he has had some problems with social media. Will Klein is known to have an eye for style, and his admirers adore it when he dresses to the nines. With the support of his parents, who gave him permission to use Instagram and TikTok, the handsome young man quickly gained a large fan base. It appeared like he posted stuff to his TikTok account without supervision, which had some of his fans worried. Despite his good looks and towering stature, he is still a preteen, and he certainly got into some mischief. Fans of TLC were taken aback in September when the adolescent appeared a little rowdy on TikTok. As far as anyone could tell, it was simply a silly film of the adolescent imitating the Madagascar penguin's dance skills. Half on a Sack by 3-6 Mafia was playing in the background though. The supporters were taken aback by the foul language and inappropriate content. At first glance, the Instagram photo of Will and his dad at his first NFL game also appeared to be inoffensive. The parents of the little couple had a word with Will Klein following his TikTok performance. Jen Arnold expressed her apologies and mentioned that they were struggling to stay up with the ever-changing social media landscape. She may have uploaded an image of her youngster making a crude gesture without realizing it. Reminding readers, the Sun said, with both of his hands, it was the shocker symbol, a sign with a sexual context. Commenters who missed the second film went absolutely bonkers over Will Klein. Among them, one spoke. Perhaps they would have thought twice before saying that had they seen the second photo containing the shocker hand motion. Will Klein understand the shocker hand motion, in your opinion? Do his folks? His mother, Jen Arnold, will likely issue yet another public apology in light of this. Maybe it was wise of her to post it as the second photo, as not all TLC viewers scroll down to view the ones after the main image. Post your opinions in the space provided, and be sure to check back with TV Show's Ace for any updates regarding TLC's The Little Couple. The Little Couple, Bill Klein gets emotional over Will and Zoey. Reality TV viewers of The Little Couple saw Will and Zoey Klein's father, Bill, get upset every week as he watched his children grow up. The sweetest little kids on TLC will always be cherished by fans. Apparently, they felt that way. The show's lack of poisonous drama set it apart from others with smaller casts. Maybe that's why TLC decided to cancel the hit show, staying home and homeschooling Zoey, and Will was Bill Klein's plan during the coronavirus outbreak. After the epidemic ended, TLC viewers were hoping to see the family again. Nevertheless, nothing has transpired. Consequently, Jill Arnold's posts are relied upon. Sometimes her husband will also post pictures online. The little couple's offspring are no longer little. Will dominates his mom in physical education class and is an athlete on campus. He has learned so much about leadership that he has even taken charge of the football squad this year. The kids' parents appreciate them just as much as the TLC viewers find them impressive. Imagine for a second if they hadn't traveled to China and India to round out their family. Bill Klein shared some fresh photos of himself with Zoey and Will on Instagram before the weekend. He also picked out some adorable childhood pictures of the kids. He mentioned in the caption, "Greetings and salutations on this, the nation's adoption day, had a very positive impact on my life that words fail to capture. I am thankful that Jen Arnold and I have had the opportunity to be these two's parents every day. I can't wait to see where they go and what they accomplish." Photographs were well received by fans of the little couple, who are pleased to see that the children have matured into respectable adults who will no doubt go on to great things. In response to the pictures of their beloved TLC family, several viewers shared their memories of Zoey's emotional gotcha day moment. She was escorted home by the most amazing people she had ever met. These kids have grown so much. It's unbelievable. In the wake of Jen's cancer diagnosis, I recall seeing you all help Will and Zoey. Your family is very strong and tight-knit. Everyone here adores you. Reality TV saved you all. I'm so relieved. Many have allowed it. Though I'm sad I couldn't be there to witness your adoption process with your two lovely children, I'm glad I got to meet you two. Is Will Klein's adoption by Jen Arnold and Bill Klein a stroke of luck, in your opinion? Will Zoey be okay? Recall how scared she was when they took her from the Indian orphanage. Jen Arnold and Bill Klein cherished their tiny family. Isn't it wonderful? No more today. What are you thinking about this gossip today? Let us know in the comments, and stay tuned by subscribing to our channel to get more updates like this. Thank you.